welcome to the Uriah Jokes Podcast, the podcast that was on the top podcast charts in stand-up comedy on Apple Podcasts. For a few weeks, and then Uriah decided to take a holiday break, losing all the momentum that was created by me begging my friends to just listen to this podcast once, because there has to be one world where I finally get paid, and I have no friends. And speaking of no friends, welcome Uriah Westman. Fantastic. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing good? Another Happy New Year. On this podcast, we're going to wish you a Happy New Year. Not even when it's going to be the New Year still. Not even when it's still going to be a happy year. We're going to keep pushing Happy New Year. And before you know it, you're going to be a Happy New Year. Fantastic. But I do want to say one thing. I'm your friend, man. Remember, no matter what, even if you feel lonely, go look in a mirror. You're never alone. And get the mirror with the flaps, right? And then you could be with 1,000 people. But be careful, if you are with 1,000 people, they're going to knock down your door and put you in jail because you are a danger to coronavirus. But fantastic. I know what you guys are thinking. What's going on here? 2020 was rough. Not only did I go gray, my hair also converted to being a British lawyer. So, or English. Is it English or British? Or is the monarch have this type of hair? I don't know. And fantastic. I offered you the chance to go home and see your family of squirrels or whatever your family is. I don't know what your family is because the only picture you carry around in your wallet is not of your family, it's of yourself, with all your personal information on it, and you just show it to everybody every time you want alcohol. What the hell? And I did. I offered you a chance to go home and see your family. I just wouldn't be able to fit the bill for that. I wouldn't be able to pay for that because no bill comes in my size. No bill ever comes in my size. I tell you what, next year, if this podcast is still going, and I'm just talking about if it's still going. It doesn't need to be going anywhere. It just needs to be still going. Because this is the thing about this podcast. It's powered by dreams and mathematics. And it's mathematically correct that I'll dream for the rest of my life like the great poet William Butler Yeats said. Tread carefully. No, I'm saying the quote wrong. He said, tread softly because you tread on my dreams. And that clearly is about having a roommate that gets up too early, waking me up from my dreams, hindering my dreams of being able to joke to myself and talk to myself and making money out of it, and anything is resembling a career. I don't know what happened with my voice there. And I know what the other question is. Yes. The question and the answer is yes. This episode is sponsored by Smoke Weed. No. Let's redo it. This episode is sponsored by 19 Crimes. It's actually a new wine that is from Snoop Dogg, formerly Snoop Lion. That's formerly Snoop Dogg. You gotta drink wine every day, and you have to smoke weed every day. Oh man, and you have to wake up every day. Snoop Dogg, you are giving me too much things to think about and talk about, and I don't like it. But yeah, you can get this bottle from me for $12. It's empty. I drank it because you have to drink wine every day. I've been drinking this wine pretty consistently. And now this is the fact that if Snoop Dogg says do it every day, it is impossible to get addicted and for there to be any sort of downward effects. So drink wine every day. And we also have a promotion. Would you like to win $5? All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe, or leave a review on Apple Podcasts. All you do is have to listen to this and get $5. That is $5 more than what the government gave you last couple months, right? I am a stimulus bill. I guess there is some sort of bill that I can fit. The stimulus bill. And guess what? This could be $5. This could be $1 million. It depends on how many copies you make, right? I actually scratch that. Lawyer? Oh, no, I see no problem with that. Do not copy the bill because it is illegal. Well, there you go, lawyer. Fantastic. Myself for anything resembling a career. You know what? I was going to present my report from spending the last year researching the effects of vaccines on morons. Truly groundbreaking stuff. But I think my highly esteemed colleagues and listeners would prefer me to read a poem that I above quoted by the Yeet 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 Foundation. I'm making things uncool again. I'm making everything uncool again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to read that poem and get a live reaction to it. Because whether it's a moron doing his own research online or a moron reading a poem, it's alike because we both will act like we know what we're talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about you gotta get the Snoop Dogg wine. You gotta drink wine every day. And I do need to say, for legal purposes, we have not been endorsed by this product. We have got cease and desist letters telling us that do not drink wine every day. But yet, there he is. There he is. It's such a confusing world. One day, health experts say 5 glasses of wine every day is good. The next day, they're like 100 glasses of wine is good. I'm like, okay, this is fantastic. How many glasses of wine until it gets bad? No one tells me. I don't know. How many glasses of wine does it take for me to screw in a light bulb that doesn't need to be screwed in? I'm not going to screw any in light bulbs. I'm not going to screw light bulbs in because that my electricity bill's through the roof. Whoa. No. Okay. Ooh, that's crazy intense. All right. So Robert Frost got this poem, right? Robert Frost. Frost turned into Frosty, the frosty snowman, and then DQ melted the snowman, stealing the DQ blizzard, which we all know and love today, unless it's a real blizzard. Then we complain about it as if the weather is a shock that it's cold. Oh, I can't believe it's so cold in January up north. I can't believe the weather is what it normally is. I can't believe it. Iowa. And you shouldn't believe it. You should not believe it. Climate change will save us from winters. But Greta Thunberg, with a giant grant from the Clinton Foundation, is in cahoots with the Rothschilds and child actors. I'm looking at you, Tom Cruise. I'm looking at you, Matt Damon. Tom Cruise, we all know about that rant where you said coronavirus is real. There's no scientific evidence that I could find online that proves any of this is real. I'm including me. I'm including this hair. I'm including this injury. I'm including everything. What is real? What is real? What is real? What is real? Let reality go. Oh, reality. Why do I sing? Talk about some dry humor, and if the dry humor, that's the cultural appropriation of the hair that I have now. The hair has its own mind, and before you know it, the hair is going to try to get away from me and recede away from me, and then I'm going to have to pop pills for the rest of my life. And that's what that song was about, popping tags. It was popping tags and selling those clothes at a markup in order to buy hair loss. But what he should have been investing in is better beats and rhymes to make sure he had a continuous musical career that didn't die off as soon as people realized what is such a disgrace he was to people. But these people are conspiring. I'm talking Greta Thunberg. I'm talking about the Democratic Party. I'm talking about anybody that doesn't fall in line with whoever is the mainstream person, whatever that means. But they are conspiring to make sure we have winters year-round because they have money in salt and snowplows, just like I have money in smoking wine every day. And this is all factually accurate. Have you seen the video? So here's the poem. You know what? Let's say it right now. Politics is poetry. We don't understand how either of them work, but somehow if enough morons get together and say this is the good stuff, everyone's like, yeah, that's the good stuff. And that is actually what the founding fathers were saying. The founding fathers, if they were here today, they would say, first off, you look British, and they would kill me. So I took the one less traveled by, and that is what made all the difference. And what is making all the difference is, of course, you gotta drink the wine. And this is actually, if there was gonna be the type of wine that Jesus would part, and I'm not talking be a part of, he would be a part of, not a part, I mean a part of. He would, if there was a wine, if Jesus was coming back and he wanted to partner with anybody else, he would partner with Snoop Dogg. Because Snoop Dogg connects with the earth, wind, and fire. And that is, my brief understanding of what the Bible is that's the most important part about it, is that there's the earth, there's the wind, and fire. The 4 elements, and then horses. And this has been the Uriah Jokes Podcast. New episodes every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Actually, who knows? Yeah, we're doing it every 4 days.